Welcome to the start of my Let's Play for Eternal Poison. I suppose we should take on the Prologue. Which basically is going to amount to a tutorial. These characters have anything actually to say? Well, they do, but it takes a while to get to it. This game likes to start out a bit slow and mysterious.
It looks like we found it. Basic.
Tage, stay alert. Majin.
Rocky. Hold it right there. How pitiful. Very well. Away with you, filthy Majin.
So is that a Grimoire? I mean, it makes sense for it to be a Grimoire, I suppose. A book of spells. Ah, the most basic of all victory conditions. Kill everybody that moves that isn't part of your team. Death of the main character, which I would assume would be Thage, our witch. Just don't assuming she's a witch. Not many other kind of characters that really care on a book of spells, right? You will, huh? Screw the tutorial. I've been through this tutorial like 3 times, so I know enough about it to be able to get by.
Let's go.
I think I'll go after... It doesn't really matter. This one first. It doesn't matter too much which one we go after.
You're all weaklings.
But taking this one out first, in my opinion, makes it a bit easier to hunt down the rest. That one in the back, the darker one, that one's a bit special. We'll be getting to him in due time. These normal ones are relatively easy to deal with. First, we're gonna go in and give this one the claws, because they're weak to claw attacks. It's not gonna do enough damage to kill it though, but that's okay with me. Though these animations might get a bit old after a while. Thankfully they are skippable, so I probably won't be using them too often. I might eventually just turn them off altogether. I'm not sure yet. I know, that's pretty dumb, but I think I can just come over here with my witch. Pyro. Burn! Burn for the sake of everything on this sacred earth here. Just burn, you stinking monster. Nothing like setting a monster ablaze, right? Oh no, the game's trying to give into my inner pyro already. They give me a character that can cast fireballs. With a book! And if you do enough damage to enemies, you can activate their overkill condition if you do it right. Which then binds them on the field. Afterwards, you can then capture them and add them to your book, which you can then use to summon as your own allies, or you can use their souls or whatever as you're gathering to buy special skills and whatnot. So I suppose there's a trade-off there.
Don't fight it.
Do you keep the demon itself, or do you just get rid of it for more power for your own characters? Or to unlock other skills, I guess. But yeah, since it's an option, we're going to try and basically capture all of these demons. Or Majins, I guess, technically. like Majin Buu. Yeah, come down and fight me. Well, you're screwed. Now, if you don't use an action on your turn, you actually can do a combo attack if you both get next to an enemy together. Use the main character's turn to do a combo technique, but I just don't bother with that. The tutorial, because let's face it, it's really powerful and not strictly necessary, I suppose, but I might try after the next one. It's getting close enough to do it without getting hurt. That's going to be the hard part. But I suppose if I take a few hits, it's not going to technically matter that much. After all, it's a tutorial. How strong can these guys really be, right? Not very. So, yeah. Taking a few hits isn't a big deal. Now to bind your soul to the map and then capture it. Oh, that one's coming after us? That's cool. I'll worry about the other one after this one's done. Like I said, that one's a bit unique. It's a uniqueness that's actually pretty annoying when you think about it, but it's one we'll just have to deal with as we go along. Try and draw the enemy in. Probably good enough, right? Okay. Need combo attack. Since we're both next to it, we can do a combo. Then we'll follow up with her.
Obey me.
This is actually a good way to do overkills.
Die!
Though her book's pretty weak, so not the best way to go about it. Let's face it, there are much more reliable ways to take on enemies, at least if you're not using Thage. Thage is like a glass cannon, I guess. She's really good at magic, but you gotta keep her safe, otherwise you'll get the crap kicked out of you. And once an enemy hits you and it can back off, it will. Now, we are not going to... Well, actually, I guess we can try and draw that one out. So let's face it, I can just come down here and be like magic and then seal this thing inside with the book on the next turn. Okay. Time to overkill you, sucker. Got too close. Now you're gonna pay. And pay dearly.
Bow down to me.
Damn. 54. Ooh, level up. I feel like I can capture on the same turn. Oh. Wait. Jeez, I practically asked for it to backstab me, it didn't do it. What a rune. But yeah, the darker enemies there. You would think it's just a normal level 5 version of what we're looking at, but it's not. It's actually
Sorry about
got a
that.
demonic aura which blocks all attacks except one. Which means we're going to have to get up close and hit with Thage's book, at least in this case. The demonic aura's weakness varies from enemy to enemy, which means you're going to have to pick around and explore to find out what they are. Unless you want to use a guide or something to cheat. So yeah, I can't exactly go all offensive on this thing yet, because it's not going to work. Problem is, I'm going to have to get close enough to smack it with my book on a character that can't take a hit for a damn, man. Move. What, you waiting for me to get close and personal and smack you with my book? Why? I know it's a tutorial, but it makes no sense for just sit there and take it.
Out of my sight.
Of course, once you break their aura, I guess it's broken for good because it disappears off that thing. That's good. Let's lay down the claws. Maybe I can egg it on to
Let's go.
fighting me seriously, I guess, right? Oh, you came to my rescue. That's good. Me. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'll just claw this thing. And light on fire next turn.
Take that.
Well, make sure I position myself right. Pyro. Well, this will probably finish things, right? Considering these guys are weak to fire. They're resistant to my other attack, though.
Disintegrate.
But you can't overkill that enemy, even if you wanted
It's
to.
only natural.
Tage.
Rocky.
At last.
Why is this happening? Did some sort of portal or something just open and an unsealed land got unleashed upon the world? Oh, that doesn't sound ominous. Eh. Well, now, I suppose after you do this, you can't really go to the prologue anymore, though. Not without clearing like the save data, usually. Of course, the problem is setting up save data in these games can take a bit of time. Let's see. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Faster, please. Faster, please. Darn, this is taking forever. How long is it going to take? Do I have too much stuff on my memory card? Am I going to have to clear out space so I can save? So if that's the case, it's going to suck. Okay, save successful finally. Well, let's look at our new game options. Or I guess load game, right? Or is it just save to event? Yeah. It's just a save to say that the tutorial's been done, so we don't have to get bothered by it again. But there is a question for new game, though.
Our story takes place in the old days, when demons were more than just a legend. The kingdom of Valdia had ruled the northern regions of the Sandus continent for over 1,000 years. The Church of Valdia had embraced the goddess Atona as their one true god and protector. All other religions were banished from the kingdom through force. Valdia was ruled by a series of kings whose bloodline could be traced to the ancient rulers, and the Valdian knights were trained to defend the kingdom from without and within. According to tradition, the commander of the knights was given the honor of marrying into the royal family. Our story begins not long after the announcement that young Commander Oliphant would marry Princess Lanarche. Shortly after, though, the princess vanished. Elsewhere, the mysterious realm of Bessic had appeared, home of the fierce creatures known as Majin. For the first time in years, fear awoke within the hearts of the Valdians. Before the High Council could declare an official statement, King Valdis stood before his people and issued a proclamation.
The scriptures have spoken of an evil omen that will signal mankind's ruin. And that omen is the appearance of Bessic in our world. We cannot allow the Majin's endless thirst for death and destruction to send our kingdom into chaos once again. We must stay strong in these trying times. My beloved daughter, the Princess Lanarche, has been kidnapped by these foul beasts, and they have taken her to their lair. No matter where you're from, or what you believe in, please, rescue my daughter from Bessic, and I will give to you anything you wish.
Princess, Olaf's betrothed, is kidnapped by Majin and taken to Bessic. Yeah, there's 3 different story paths you can take here. We could stick with our friends here, who apparently team up with someone else. Yeah, lone child. We can team up with the princess, or not with the princess. The princess is betrothed, right? Or something like that. And we can follow some religious nun. I'll leave it up to you guys which path we should start with, considering we're going to have to cover all of them eventually, right? Though I've been told Thage's path will give spoilers for the other 2 tales, if that matters to you. Until next time, then. See ya!